Hello again, people. It's your host, Amateur Overlord. I'm here again, like I said, trying to drop content at least once a day, every day, for as long as I am able to. Got a nice comment from someone yesterday about the quality of my videos. I don't know if they were being sarcastic, and even if they were, I'm taking that. That comment on board and making it into a positive, even if it was. I appreciate any comments I get, negative or positive. Like I said, they give me a unique perspective on how people see myself and the things that I'm trying to do. And all criticism is constructive, in my opinion. That being said, there's some topical ideas that I'm having here. I asked that if you have some ideas about what you'd like me to discuss, feel free to let me know. I'm going to have different people coming on. A lot of my friends have expressed a few ideas about what they want me to discuss. These are some of them. We have the BLM movement, Stop Resisting, about how, police brutality as regards to people of color, the Metoo movement, which I'm going to touch on briefly today in light of some recent events, with the recent accusations being alleged against Morgan Freeman. Yeah. Black men wearing dresses, gender equality, what does it mean? Partisan politics, anxiety, and mental illness for people of color. And what does it mean to be white? Now, obviously, I can't answer that question. This goes everywhere. Now, I'm going to have on some of my white friends. I got white friends. No. People always say that. I got black friends. I have friends who are, if you look at my group of friends, we look like the UN. And I think that for the world to be a better place, you need to have diversity in your friend groups. Because I always find that people that are usually racist or prejudiced or have apprehensions about the diversity they see throughout the world, or the things that make them uncomfortable about people that are quote unquote foreign. Trevor Noah said it. It's like, it's usually, if you check into it, they don't live anywhere close to anyone who doesn't look like them. So their feelings are usually based on a lack of information, because anyone who lives next door to someone who's Muslim or Jewish or from Timbuktu, wherever they're from, they're like, oh, so-and-so's all right. Yeah, we hand apples over the fence, or, oh, he brings in my garbage cans for me sometimes. Oh, our kids play together. It's like, hate can't stand up to contact. You can't. Because if someone's actually next to you, unless they're a dick of a neighbor, you'll find a way, you'll find that common ground, because all people essentially want the same things. Life, liberty, you want your families to be happy and healthy. You want opportunities to progress. We all essentially want the same thing. So those are going to be some really great topics going forward. And we are going to have some guests. I know I keep saying it. It's coming. But whoa, we're 3 videos in. Cut me a break here, huh? All right. So, Morgan Freeman. Basically, in the news yesterday, 8 women have alleged that Morgan Freeman has sexually assaulted them. This is a lot to take in, obviously, in light of all the other accusations that have been launched against other high-profile celebrities, the Kevin Spaceys, the Harvey Weinsteins, the Bill Cosbys, and a variety of other high-profile candidates. Louis C.K., a well-known comedian, just guys like that. And you start to think that, like, wow, is Hollywood dirty? Of course Hollywood's dirty. I mean, the casting couch has always been there. They even make reference to it in a video game I played once called L.A. Noire. It's like, it's been a well-known fact that throughout history, Hollywood's been a little bit, not even a little bit. It's been that way. It's a male-dominated environment, which means misogyny has been allowed to run rife. You mix men with money and power, then you get grotesque levels of entitlement, and they vary from place to place, but that entitlement is always there, and that entitlement often extends to what they feel are the rights I'm just talking tongue in cheek here. I'm not saying that any of these people, no one who has not been actually accused and convicted, am I saying they did such and such. So let me just put that forth. But the entitlement usually leads to behavior that is grossly inappropriate. Now, I will share with you that I am one of 4 children, and I have 3 sisters, and they vary in ages. But I've seen the things that they've had to go through, and for the youngest, I worry about what she might encounter. However, I will say this, being that she is the youngest, this is the best time in history for her to be alive as a young black woman. And I think that she's so intelligent that she's gonna find a way to change the world to make it an even more better place. That being said, there are things that I do have a problem with as regards, not necessarily the Metoo movement, but the I hate using this word, social justice warriors, the people that form these big opinions about things, and like I saw a high profile star that I really like go after R. Kelly. Now, I'm not saying R. Kelly did or didn't do what he's alleged to have done. I mean, there's even video somewhere about that, I've heard. But there are things that are being done that I don't agree with. Now, Bill Cosby, convicted, okay? I can respect that. He did it to the degree that a jury of his peers felt that he did it, and they convicted him of it, right? But then they went after his legacy. They pull his name from the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And even that, I was like, okay, I can get that. But now you're pulling off of all the reruns of his shows. And then some of you might be like, well, he's a convicted criminal. I'm like, oh, cool. But Harvey Weinstein was part of a production company. If I were to actually go and check, and I will, the number of movies that he's directly attached to, the number of visual projects that he's been attached to, if we went and we pulled all of those things, cinema as we know it would be changed forever. And not to get all spiritual and philosophical, sometimes you do have to separate the sinner from the sin, you know? Because it's going to ruin a whole lot of things for a whole lot of people. And as a young black person who grew up watching The Cosby Show, it was beautiful. It gave me a perspective on how a black family that didn't have drugs, violence, alcoholism, and maybe it was a dream, but dreams are aspirational, and they help people who might not have been able to come to these conclusions to reach them. So I think that pulling things like The Cosby Show aren't helpful. I think that watching The Cosby Show, and this is my personal opinion, helps stave off some of the degradation that the black community may have faced otherwise. And that's a strong statement, I know, but that's how I feel about it. I want to hear how you feel about it. So please feel free to let me know. I'm gonna go back and reiterate this topic by having someone on who might feel contrary to my beliefs or whatever. We'll find out. And yeah, that's gonna be really good. So again, some of the topics we're gonna cover going forward, in case you missed it at the beginning or you just don't remember because you weren't paying attention, you were getting cereal or something. I don't know what you was doing. Black Lives Matter. Stop resisting. That's a good one because people always say, well, why is he resisting? And we know that it's usually a lot deeper than that. Black men wearing dresses. I won't say I have a dog in this fight, but I got in an argument with my sister about whether or not I'd let my son wear a dress. I do not have a son, but if I did, would he be a dress-wearing guy? Gender equality, what does it mean? Truth about racism, and what is truly racist? Partisan politics, anxiety, mental illness of people of color, and what does it mean to be white? So these are some great topics that you can look forward to going forward. We're going to add to these as and when they come. And I like controversy. If you got something controversial, let me know. I want to talk about it. One thing that I really would like to talk about, I'm going to have a couple of ladies on if possible. And I'm not going to study beforehand. They're going to quiz men, i.e. me and maybe one other guy. We might have 2 ladies on our knowledge of a woman's reproductive cycle. And like I said, we're here to dispel ignorance. Like, I have 3 sisters, and I admit I don't know very much about how it works. In fact, I have gone out of my way to not know, and that is ridiculous. So that is just something we're gonna do. Anyway, we passed the 10-minute mark, and I'm not trying to bombard you. Got things to do. Have a great day. I've been your host, Amateur Overlord. Take care.